Welcome to Retired to Ride. Today we're out on the 700 Honda. Hola amigos, here we are, Sunday morning, about 10 degrees and the temperature's about 10 degrees in the sunshine. Maybe it'll get to about 16 degrees today, and today's ride from here local to Moratalla for coffee and then a longer ride to Moratalla. So let's see who turns up for the ride. See you later. So we're 5 bikes today, all Hondas, which is Hondaful. And I think Chris and Pat will lead the way at the start of the ride on the ST1300. That's after the usual greetings and chit chat. And then we're off. Riding through a predominantly agricultural area, and I think you're going to see crops in the ground, you'll see fruit trees and orchards, and olive trees too. January is a pretty busy time of year in this part of Spain for the farmers. And happily for me, it's the start of the strawberry season. We're just mooching along at a steady pace, as we usually do. If you're looking for blistering acceleration and madness on the road, this is the wrong video for you. Today, Brenda the honey badger, who's our super executive camera operator, is using for the first time her new GoPro camera stick. So we'll see how that goes, eh? Having travelled in for the ride from various points of the compass, coffee stop is the number one priority of the day at the moment. So we are heading for a little village cafe in the village of Moratalla. It doesn't seem to matter where we ride in Spain. It's such a beautiful country, and we appreciate the fact that we live here and we're retired to ride here. There's a small group of Hyosung riders on 650 cruisers here.
Moratalla, time for coffee.
After the obligatory and very necessary cup of coffee, we head off again. We're going up to the top of the hill so we can see the vistas of Lorca on the other side. Along this stretch of road, we're expecting to see the start of the almond blossoms and maybe some orange trees. Wending our way towards the top of the hills, like-minded people on motorbikes in January in the sunshine. You can't get much better than that. An orange grove appears now on the right as we ride along. We're climbing steadily now towards the summit, and we're hoping that our guest rider for today is Jack on his NC750X Honda is enjoying the ride as much as we are. Now that we're climbing higher up into the hills, the patches of agricultural land give way to bush and scrub. So far, Blender's camera stick thingy seems to be doing pretty good. The road over the other side of these hills down towards Lorca has been resurfaced recently. It's a road full of hairpins and bends. So we're looking forward to seeing that, and we're looking forward to riding it. The light and agile Honda 700 is very well suited to roads like this. And when I say light, it's 100 kilograms thereabouts lighter than our ST1100 Honda. That's Karen tucked in behind us on the Honda CB500X, another good bike for roads like this. As the lead bike at the moment with 4 bikes behind us, we tried to keep the ride as smooth and predictable as possible. The roads so far on this sunny Sunday have been almost traffic-free, so fingers crossed that continues to be the case. Further into the ride on the other side past Lorca, we're expecting some radical changes of scenery and colours should be more sandy coloured. But at the moment, in this hills and mountains, it's pretty green, which it normally is this time of year. Now approaching the summit, we start to get those panoramic views down the other side towards Lorca. And the road down the hill on this side is a little bit more challenging than it was coming up the hill. Now we're going to connect with the newly resurfaced part of the road with its warning signs. 40 kilometers an hour speed limit along here, and I think you're going to see why. We're also aware that these overhangs and cliffs on the right hand side of us and occasionally dump gravel on the road. So we're taking it easy, just mooching along and enjoying this fabulous scenery. For all the map lovers out there, I will put up a map of this journey at the end of the video. A clever camera shot by Brenda the honey badger as we whip round this tight corner. Seems to me we live in the middle of a scenic wonderland.
I'm pretty sure we're going to ride this road again. It's really good. That's been an excellent start to our ride today, but we've still got a few 100 kilometers to do. On the fertile plains north of the hills, the bush and scrub again gives way to agriculture. We're now heading directly towards the town of Lorca, but we will take a left and circumvent it, avoiding the town centre. Skirting around Lorca, and then we pick up the motorway which takes us underneath Lorca Castle through a tunnel. Out the other side of the tunnel, and then we pick up the road north to Caravaca de la Cruz, and Chris and Pat on the ST1300 take the lead again. As you can see, the scenery around us is changing, has more of a desert type vibe to it. I think we're all pretty much settled into the flow of the ride now and making progress towards, well, our next destination, which is coffee stop number 2 at La Paca. Chris and Pat gliding along in front of us on that big ST1300 Pan-European. I think we should give them a bit of a fly past. And again in slow motion. And then we arrive in La Paca.
second coffee stop, because you have to have more than one coffee.
One excellent cup of coffee later, and we're gearing up now to ride towards Caravaca de la Cruz and Moratalla. So the scores on the doors: 5 bikes, 7 riders, 2 coffees, and we're back on the road. Big open roads to Caravaca de la Cruz. Sun is still shining, and in temperatures now round about 15 degrees. So, what can I tell you about Caravaca de la Cruz? Well, it's a town. It's located on the border of Murcia and Granada. The Iberians, Romans and Muslims all passed through this town, which has developed around its castle, which was built in the 15th century and commissioned by the Knights Templar. Anyway, after some long open roads, we peel off and we're heading now into Caravaca de la Cruz, which is obviously a town synonymous with a religious association, and very proudly so. I think once a year here they have the running of the horses. Maybe you look that up on Google if you're interested. I think it's actually the running of the wine horses, and it's quite a major event here. So our intention here is to meander northward up the left-hand side of Caravaca and pop out the top end onto the mountain road that leads us to connect to the road for Moratalla. The old town and the castle here are quite spectacular, but we haven't got time for that today. Up here on the right, there's a motorbike stuck on the wall above a shop doorway. And just in case you missed it, here it is again in slow-mo. Out the other end of Caravaca onto a scenic stretch of road that links us to the Moratalla road. We bought this Honda 700 from one of those big, brash, mega advertising, huge bike dealers that advertise online. And it said that the bike had a full service history. And the bike certainly has the record of a full service history, but I'm not actually sure whether it's been done. So maybe next week or the week after, I'll take it to the local guru, the local Honda guru, Jose Miguel, and we'll just check it out. Here we go, we're on the road now into Moratalla. So what can I tell you about Moratalla? Well, it has a fortress castle, which is home to the Tribute Tower. It's a military Gothic style building which dates from the 15th century. There's 2 Roman bridges in Moratalla, the Jesus Christ Bridge over the Benamor River and the Hayin Bridge over the Al Harabi River. And during Holy Week, once a year, there is a traditional tamborada, a collective drumming performance in what is known as the Drummers' Festival. The participants of the tamborada are known as the tamborista, which means snare drummer, and they dress in distinct handmade robes and for some, hoods or capiotis. The drums themselves are beaten with special drumsticks shaped like mallets. Now approaching the town, I'm just hoping I remember the route all the way to the restaurant. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a magical mystery tour for the people riding behind me. So, even though you can't see it, I have my concentration face on. Looks something like a startled mongoose. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right street. It should only be a couple of 100 meters now. And here we are with plenty of parking for these hungry riders.
So here we are, Moratalla. First time we've been to this restaurant, so fingers crossed. See you later. I'm coming.
Here you can see Jack on the left and Guy on the right enjoying the food. It wasn't bad, you know. I think we gave it between us somewhere between 5 and 7 out of 10. After a proper lunch with cake, we head back towards Caravaca de la Cruz, and this time we're filming the mountain road going back down into the town. We didn't manage to film this mountain road on the way to Moratalla due to an SD card fault, but here it is for you to enjoy. It's been a good ride out today. Good roads, good company, and good weather. And a big shout out to Brenda the Honey Badger for her wonderful camera work. So we leave you as we meander our way slowly back down into Caravaca de la Cruz. And I'd like to say thank you to the other riders that were out with us today for making the day so enjoyable. And as I said, I'm going to put a map up at the end here so you can see what the route was today. And I hope you've enjoyed sharing the day with us. Maybe you'll come back and watch another video soon. And here she is, the Honda NT700V. Bye for now.